When attempting to locate a resource in the Cosby Library catalog, the best place to begin is in the search bar. We're going to type in the topic that we're going to search, and for this particular search I'm typing in Thomas Jefferson. As you'll notice when he comes up, you'll see that in our library catalog we have 20 different items. Down here it'll tell you what format these items are in. We have 15 books, 4 electronic resources, 3 ebooks, and 1 visual material. Now I just want to look at the books first, so I'm going to click on this book. Each of these books are part of our library catalog. I want to look at this a little bit more closely, so I'm going to click on the first one there. This gives a summary of the contents of the book. It also tells whether it's checked in or checked out down here, and its shelf location. Notice that it's in the collection called Biography, which is against the wall beside the fiction, and that it is filed under Jefferson because that's the person's last name. This is a biography about Thomas Jefferson. It also gives you information about the ISBN. It's kind of like the fingerprint of a book. Each book has a separate one. Tells about the publication. It doesn't give us the table of contents though, so we don't really know what all is contained in it. It gives us more information over here. These are all the copies that we have, and then it says reviews. If you read this book and would like to write a review of it, you can add a new review here. You simply log in using your student ID number and the last 4 digits, and it will allow you to write your own review. Anybody has the capability of writing their own review. Now, we're going to take off that filter, and we're going to look at ebooks right now. These are basically the same things as the digital, the electronic resources were. And visual materials, this is a video recording. Students are not allowed to check out video recordings. That is only for teachers to check out. Now, we have found out how to check out a book, a nonfiction book, and remember that nonfiction means that it is a true book, and fiction means that it is a book that is creative and made up out of someone's mind. A biography, of course, is the story of someone else's life. But down here below the search box is a wheel sort of that goes around, and this is called the carousel. If you click on that, you find all of the new books that have been added to our catalog within the last 6 months. And you can just push this button and it will go through all of the new books that have come in recently. It will contain both print and electronic books. And if you see one that you like or particularly interested in, all you need to do is simply click on it so that you can locate where it is in the library. And this says that it's in the fiction section and it is checked in and ready to go. Now, when we are looking at the home page of the Cosby High School Library Catalog, you will notice that there is a school directory here, ready reference links, hot titles, and CCPS reading lists. I want to go through what each one of these is so that you'll be familiar with it. The school directory is simply a list of all of the high schools or all of the schools in the county and their phone numbers. This is just a reference to help you find and locate a school that you might need to find information on. The Ready Reference link is really, really neat. It has all sorts of links to things that will help you in your schoolwork. For instance, under high school top picks, you've got Khan Academy and Portal. Under language of Babelfish, Bartlett's Dictionary, Merriam-Webster. Under people, baby names, biography, U.S. Census Online. So ready reference links is a good thing to look at when you are trying to find something. Hot titles are titles that are very popular right now. And these are all the ones that are listed as hot titles. We see that they are a mix of elementary, middle, and high school. Under CCPS reading lists, these are, if you remember Battle of the Books from middle school, these are the titles that have been used over the years. This is fun to look at just in case you wanted to check and see something that maybe you had read in the past. These are also the last 2 years past summer reading lists. And of course you see that secondary is here, and these are the books that we posted both at the public library and at Barnes & Noble around the county, just indicating books that would be really good to read. These are really wonderful when you're looking for something to read and you're not sure what you want. This gives you great ideas because it was compiled by a group of librarians. One type of material that we have not talked about yet are things like atlases and almanacs. So let's look and see where we would find an almanac in the library. Now notice right here where it says find on the shelf, reference, REF, and the numbers. The reference books are special in that they're more expensive and they're used more frequently by classes doing research. Therefore, you can only check out a reference book overnight. What would be the best night to check out a reference book if you needed it for more than one night? You're exactly right. Friday afternoon would be the best time to check out a reference book. But as you can see, as we go down through here, Ancient Civilizations Almanac, reference, Industrial Revolution Almanac, reference, U.S. Immigration and Migration Almanac, reference. If we look over on the left-hand side at our format, there's one that says Atlas. This is going to also be in the reference area. Anything that has to do with almanacs and atlases are all going to be found in reference. There are other books in the reference section. If we just type in reference, it's going to come up with several different types of things, like the Physician's Desk reference, the President's a reference history, Sports, the complete visual reference, and on and on. So the reference section is located in the area that we call the classroom area, where the LCD projector is set up on the screen. All the books that surround that area are considered reference. Now, if we are looking for books on how to do something such as how to play football, we're going to find those books in the nonfiction section. Remember that nonfiction means true, and it is always shown with numbers. Nonfiction means numbers. If we were looking for poetry books, we would also find those books in the nonfiction section. Now that may seem a little bit confusing because people make up poetry, but because they want to keep poetry all in one section, they put them all in the nonfiction section. If we were looking for a book on about Harry Potter, his books are going to be found in the fiction section, FICROW. Those books are made up by J.K. Rowling, and therefore they are placed in the fiction section. Anything that is made up, that is a made-up story, is located in fiction. The fiction is located on the low shelves that go straight down the center or the left of the library. Now, if we were looking for, when we check out fiction books are allowed to be checked out for 3 weeks. So are nonfiction books and biography books. The one type of books that are not allowed to be checked out for 3 weeks are reference books. And remember that our reference books are books that are things that are used by students that are doing research, and we need those to come right back. So regular checkout is 3 weeks, reference books are 1 month. Alright, let's see what you learned. When you click on the blue area under the search box, what opens up? Answer, new books. Next one. What is under the link called Ready Reference on the opening page of the Cosby High School Library Catalog? The answer, links to all sorts of different websites that will help students locate homework information and other information of interest. How long can reference books be checked out? Answer, 1 day. Where are poetry books located? Answer, nonfiction. Where are atlases and almanacs found? Answer, reference. Where on the Cosby Library Catalog would you find a list of all the schools in the county? Answer, school directory. When looking at the information on a book, is the table of contents provided? No. How long can fiction books be checked out? Answer, 3 weeks. After reading a book, are students allowed to write a review of the book for the library catalog? Answer, yes. Congratulations, you are now a master of the Cosby High School Library.